Welcome back to Let's Play Capo 2. Fitting Christmas tree. It is Christmas as I'm recording and will be uploading as well. But, like I said, I was like, okay, I'll probably do recording on Christmas Eve and all that. The stupid thing was, I slept through it. I was up till around about 10 in the morning, I went to sleep, and I woke up at freaking 10 PM. It is now nearly 20 to 3 in the morning, Christmas Day, and I'm like, ah, shit, I still got recording and editing that I have to do. It's like, I've recorded, like, the final part of Sims 2, I think on the 22nd or the 23rd, or maybe it was on Christmas Eve, like, early hours of the morning, I can't really remember, and I'd, like, recorded a parody of Hallelujah that, instead of that, would, like, because me used to always say, Ravalumica! Just like, that could work. And surprisingly, it kinda does work. So I like made a parody of that. And like did 3 different recordings. Like, a normal recording that took a few takes. One with the Echo the Dolphin voice, which took 1 or 2 takes. And the Evil Backboard one only took 1 take, which I'm thankful for because it fucking killed my throat. But anyways, it's Christmas, and I'm more of like, less of the, it's Christmas, and more of the, oh, it's that day again, is it? Okay, time for the awkward presents and all that, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not the most Christmassy person, but whatever. So, we got like all that to do, and just like, I don't even get Christmas off. The reason for that was because I didn't record it yesterday, because I slept through most of yesterday. Hey, man. Well, anyways, I'll do my best for the puppet show. Tomorrow's finally the day of the performance. I looked at the ceiling vacantly as I laid on my bed. Our last Christmas party at the affiliated academy. I was always goofing around with Zignami at every event until last year, but I'm doing the puppet show this year. Well, it hasn't been that bad at all. It was nice working together on something. We had some rough times, but everything was for tomorrow's sake. Just thinking about it is making me nervous. It felt like my stomach was already in knots. You know, just thinking of all this editing to do and just like freaking, just makes me stressed, just like, Just like final part of The Sims 2, the longest running LP, not in terms of like parts, because Clannad still has that beat, and even Canon has that beat as well. But Persona 4 is potentially going to actually surprisingly overtake The Sims 2 in terms of parts, which is quite ridiculous, but yeah. And it's just like, it's been ongoing on and off for 3 years and finally come to a conclusion and all that, so it's like, gotta do something special for it, so I recorded a parody of Hallelujah for it, and I like did some random improvising on my keyboard and the acoustic guitar accompanying it for like 1 minute so that it kind of fits in with the time, and like I'll probably do something similar during the After LP talk thing, which I haven't recorded yet or edited for, and it's just like, those are the most stressful parts about concluding an LP. I am very thankful that we're not close to the end of this LP, because seriously, when it gets to the end of LP, that's when it becomes stressful and kind of gloomy for me, because it's just like, it's sad concluding an LP. And as for Persona 4, like, under 46 parts so far, and with how it's been uploading, I've still got plenty of time to just like, I'll just take today off from recording. Next day I'll take this day off for recording, and then he like catches up and I'm like, oh shit. But anyways, I'm kinda rambling on as usual. What am I doing? Getting nervous already. I took a deep breath and tried to calm myself down. Yeah. Well, I don't know if the performance will be a success or not. You know, when I was recording the chords for the freaking parody, and you know what? I was also nervous when I was doing that. Just like, holy shit. It all makes sense now. I've got performance anxiety, because my hands literally start to kind of shake a little, and like I can't focus on the chord switching and all that. It's like fuck. While if I was just improvising in a video randomly, it goes much smoothly, because I'm like not really thinking too much about getting it right. I'm just like, I'll play wherever the hell I feel like it. But when I'm actually focusing, it's just like, shit, concentrate, no! But I tried my best. Whatever will be, will be. By the way, I never thought Anzu was so talented when it came to script writing. But depending on how we do it, there's a possibility that her hard work will be for nothing. Well, that's a huge responsibility. If I mess up, who knows what she'll say to me. I'd better get serious about this. Okay, I'll put my mind to it. I fell asleep as I thought that. What? You lucky bastard. If I was me, it's like, okay, let's think about it. Put my mind to it. And it's like, ah, shit, I can't sleep now. Thinking too much about tomorrow, you know? How the hell do these people do that, man? It's just, what the hell? Morning. I was going over the script until late night, so I was still so sleepy. I came down to the living room still half asleep. I guess Sakura-san isn't around anymore. Did she already leave? She does this every time. Maybe she left early because of the Christmas party. Oh well, I guess I'll eat breakfast and leave. When I got outside, I saw an unexpected person standing there. Anzu must have been on the verge of ringing the doorbell and quickly retracted her hand. Anzu? I was very surprised. Oh, then, Anzu? Anzu's house was on the other side of Kasami Academy. So for her to be here means she went out of her way to come by. Why are you here? She looked away. She said that her breath was white, which reminded me of how cold it was. That's very thoughtful of you, and I appreciate that, but what were you going to do if I was already gone? I see, then help me with my acting, because it's very poor, you know. It was the middle of December and it was already so cold in the morning. We endured the cold as we walked next to each other down the cherry blossom tree-lined street. By the way, today's Christmas Eve. Wow, it would have been while recording this if I did record it yesterday, but like I said, I slept through most of yesterday. I muttered as I watched the fluttering cherry blossom petals. This is such bullshit right here, man. It's like when I go outside and it's like, it's always windy and cold. Here it just looks kind of like it's cold, but not windy. It's just like probably a light breeze or some shit. All kind of peaceful and tranquil and all that. Well, I completely forgot about it since all I've been thinking about lately is the puppet show. Though after all, it was for the Christmas party. I laughed. Ha ha ha. Well, yeah, something like that. I suppose you're right. Although she let out a sigh, her face looked a little happy. Doesn't that happen to you, Anzu? That you become so absorbed in something that you forget about everything else. I see. I wonder if that's a result of the Yukimura memorization method, that we do not know what that even means, really, do we? That said, even if she had a good memory, I was certain she'd forget something every now and then. She exaggerates so much. Eh? There we go again, it's obvious. She obviously doesn't particularly like her memory, where it's just like able to remember everything. I mean, who the hell would? Anzu shook her head. To be honest with you, it's been so much fun since we decided to do the puppet show. That's right, the performance is still yet to come, I forgot. I laughed. Ha ha ha. Yes, he does indeed. Anzu laughed too. I thought it was such a calm and peaceful morning. Yeah, calm and peaceful morning. I mean, No wind or anything like that, nothing. Just light breeze. Seems like I'll be able to enjoy a peaceful Christmas party this year.
どういうこと?
Well, I was involved in Tsukunami's scheme last year and the year before, and it was a mess.
今年もやるんじゃないの? 杉並のことだから。
Well, no, since I didn't help him this year, I'm sure he won't be able to do anything extravagant.
だといいけど、劇の邪魔さえしなければ、それでいいわ。
Yeah, you're right. Just like, if he does, I will break him. I will break all of his bones. As we talked cheerfully, we arrived at the school gates. Ah.
どうしたの?
Well, I was going to have you help me with my acting, but we're already here at school.
そういえばそうね。すっかり忘れてた。
I laughed when I heard Anzu.
どうしたの?
Well, I just thought you'd forget. Oh. Anzu finally realized what she said and she covered her mouth with her hand. It's to my greatest satisfaction that you enjoyed our conversation so much that you forgot about helping me with my acting.
からかわないでよ。
Despite her protests, I thought Anzu looked a bit happy. The performance was coming up. I checked my puppy in the corner of the classroom, which was set up as a dressing room. I reread the script. I checked the cue sheet and blog and posted on the wall. Shut up. And then I checked the puppet once again. Why do I randomly sing along to this type of music? I feel like I've done this routine at least 5 times already.
緊張するね。緊張するね。
Kyoko kept jumping. She seemed more excited than nervous, though.
とりあえず、今の俺に話しかけるな。やけどするぜ。
大丈夫よ。ゲネでは何の問題もなかったんだから。
Even the class president, who was supposed to be calmer than anybody, was acting this way. There weren't any problems in the dress rehearsal yesterday, or in our rehearsals before that either. Well, aside from Coco having a cold, I suppose, as long as we do what we're supposed to do, it should be a success. The problem is...
ねえ、よしゆきくん、客席見た?
Yeah, I did. I shouldn't have, though. The doors opened and there were still about 20 minutes before the show started, but all the seats were taken. If this was a real play instead of a puppet show, I would have been passed out already.
だよね。
That's a big difference, isn't it? Like, I can, just, casually make these videos. If I was doing this shit in front of an audience, I'd be like, bye! It's just that's the difference, isn't it? If you make videos and all that, you're not, performing directly in front of an audience. There is an audience, but it's not, right there in front of you, is it? So it's much more relaxed. But if I was, doing all this random shit, reading all this, and just being a complete goofball that I tend to be, and all that usually, I'd be like, shit, can't do that if there's a big crowd of people around me. Even though Nana in our class up there and Nanaka have been calling people in, it's probably why we're so packed.
そうかも。学校一メジャーなお二方ですものね。
Man, they didn't need to do that.
そんなこと言うもんじゃないよ。乙女さんも白川さんもせっかく気を利かせてくれたんだから。
Well, we told Tsugunami, who was peeking at the audience on the other side of the black curtain, came back.
見てきた。
Amazing, huh?
なあ、この調子じゃ立ち見も出るぜ。
本当に？言いに来るな。
The heroine is being chatty and our class president is a nervous wreck. Are we gonna be okay?
こんな状況で落ち着いていられるのってあずちゃんくらいなもんだよね。
Her heart's made of steel. And then I looked at Anzu, who was standing in the corner of the dressing room. As would have been expected, Anzu was calm. No, she looked calm, but Anzu was really trying to control herself. I wouldn't have noticed it before, but I could feel it now. I walked up to Anzu. Are you okay?
Yoshiyuki.
You aren't even performing, there's no need for you to be nervous.
わかる。
Of course, it's obvious even if you try to hide it.
そっか。Yoshiyuki にはバレバレなのね。
Anzu let out a sigh as if she was exhaling everything that she was holding inside.
作品っていうのは自分の子供みたいなものだからね。緊張するよ。
Is that how it is? Her work was being performed and evaluated by other students, so I was sure she was nervous as a writer. Yeah, I can kind of understand that.
しかも役者と違ってここまで来たら私にできることは何もないの。だから緊張を抑えることもできない。
Anzu seemed like he was shaking. I tried to think of what to say to her. There was only one thing that was suitable for Anzu. Maybe it was presumptuous of me, but I felt like I needed to tell her that. I tapped Anzu's shoulder. Believe in us. That was all I said. Anzu had a vacant look on her face, and then it changed to a smile.
バカね。どこから来るのその自信は。
It's coming from the faith I have in your work. Just sit back and watch. Watch me absolutely ruin this play with my bad voice acting. To be honest, I wasn't confident. But by saying that to Anzu, the confidence came to me. That was how I felt.
じゃあ私は客席の方から見てるから。
Oh sure, make him even more nervous about it. Yeah, see you. Anzu put on an amazing smile and left the dressing room. It's like if I were in a band performing live, I'd be quite thankful to be, the guitarist rather than the vocalist. I'd probably just kind of stay back a bit playing the guitar, just like get absorbed in my playing to the point where I'd be so focused on my playing, but preferably not in that kind of concentrate the more, and I just oh yeah, I can feel the music, yeah. To the point where it's I'm completely not really paying so much attention to the fact that there's a crowd around listening to the music, but rather just playing yeah, I'm in a trance, playing guitar with this band. That's how I very much would prefer,
あ、アンズ行っちゃった
Coco, how are you doing?
体の方はなんとか大丈夫。体の方はね。
Coco frowned worriedly. What's wrong?
ちょっと役作りでアンズに確認しときたいことがあったんだけど。
Anzu said she already told us everything she needed to tell us. Let's be confident.
ヨシユキはお気楽だね。
Count on me.
でもそのお気楽さを見てたらなんか落ち着いてきた。いけるよね。
Sure we can, let's do it. I wonder how I'd be like in Yoshiyuki's shoes right at this moment. I mean, I have quite a lot of anxiety and all that, but I can surprisingly be quite calm in just some really weird situations. Like I've mentioned this before, when I was in Northern Ireland this one time. It's the first time I actually went there on my own. Met up with my ex in Belfast, and then once we were getting ready to leave, there was a fucking bomb blocking the way to the train station, and they had to sort that out. And I was honestly surprisingly calm about it. It's oh, okay, let's go over there. Just okay, let's just keep calm. And it was funny enough, it was once I'd actually got to my ex's house that the anxiety started. It's oh shit. It's oh, it didn't freaking have that happen when there was a freaking bomb there, though. It's surprises me how I can keep my, self calm in such a situation. It's just quite weird.
本日はご来場いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。
Oh shit, it's beginning. We heard Andrew's greeting from the audience.
上演中は他のお客様のご迷惑となりますので、携帯電話、時計のアラームなど、音や光の出るものの電源はあらかじめお切りください。また、上演中の飲食はご遠慮させていただいておりますので、ご了承ください。それでは、間もなく始まりますので、今しばらくお待ちください。そろそろね。じゃあみんな、スタンバって。
We gathered by the stage and we each picked up a puppet. At the same time, the sound crew turned the volume down gradually for the music that was being played while the audience was being seated. They always do that, don't they? It's like, let's have some music play as we wait for the show to start. They even do that with, like, live gigs with bands and all that. They'll have some completely different music playing, and then the band comes on and it's like, yeah, woo! And they're just like, okay, let's get this shit started. Down, 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 and all that.
照明、客電落として。
When class president spoke over the intercom, the lighting crew turned the lights off gradually.
頑張りましょう。
We all nodded to each other. Here we go.
昔々、とある国のとある村に、エトという少年がいました。孤児院育ちのエト少年は、生まれつき目が見えません。
ヨホーヨホー。
それでもエト少年は、持ち前の明るさと努力で、一生懸命暮らしてきました。今日も、エト少年は一生懸命、お家のお手伝い。エト、どこにいるの？彼女の名前はシャルル。目の見えないエト少年を孤児院から引き取った家の一人娘です。
Charlie, I'm here.
まあ、水汲みをしていたのね。二人はとても仲が良く、本当の兄弟のように育っていました。そんな二人を温かく見守るのは、
シャルルの祖父、ニコラじゃ。
シャルルの母、クレアよ。エト少年は、この一家にとても大事にされ、それは幸せな日々を送っておりました。ただ一つ、エト少年には悩みがありました。
Ah, what a nice sister Charlie is. I can't see, but I'm sure her visage is as beautiful as her soul.
そうです。エト少年は、シャルルに淡い恋心を抱いていたのです。ですが、
However, all I do is trouble her. I have to work harder. I have to work harder so I don't trouble Charlie.
エト少年は自分が世話をしてくれているシャルルの重荷になっている。そう、シャルルはそんなエト少年の悩みなど全く気づかず、今日もエト少年と一緒にお家のお手伝いをしています。シャルル、お夕飯のお野菜とお肉を買ってきてちょうだい。
Yes.
行こう、
Sure, Charlie.
そんなある日、
It's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas. Christmas is almost here.
村はもうすぐやってくるクリスマスに大盛り上がりです。クリスマスには年に一度、人々にプレゼントを与えるためにサンタクロースが地上に降りてくるのです。
Whoa, back up. I wasn't like rambling on or anything during all this, but what? Santa Claus comes down to Earth once. So this version of Santa is also from a different planet or what?
子供も大人もそんなサンタクロースがやってくるのを今から心待ちにしているのでした。
また、 今年もこの季節がやってきたな。
はい。今年はシャルルがサンタとしてデビューするおめでたい年ですわ、おじいちゃん。そうなのです。実はシャルルの家はサンタクロースの一家だったのです。ですが、そのことは村人はおろか、一緒に住んでいるエト少年も知らない秘密なのでした。
おめでたいといえば、先日シャルルを嫁にしたいと言ってきた話はどうなったんじゃ。ほら、この土地の領主、お金持ちのフレッド伯爵からのラブコール。
それがまだ何もシャルルには言ってないのです。
何？こんないいご縁のお話は他にはないのだから、早くシャルルに伝えなさい。
わかりました。その頃シャルルは今年サンタデビューをするという喜びと不安でいっぱいでした。ねえ、エト。
What is it, Charlie?
エトはクリスマスにサンタさんからもらうプレゼント、何がいい？
Let's see. There's a lot of things I want, but I'll keep them a secret.
どうして？
That's because I'm embarrassed.
教えてよ。誰にも言わないから。
No way, I'm going to go draw water.
ああ、エト。残念。エトの欲しいものが聞けなかったな。私、本当にサンタクロースになれるかしら。お父さんやおじいさんのような立派なサンタクロースに。大丈夫。きっと大丈夫。だって、私がエトにプレゼントを渡すんだもの。エトの欲しいものは何かしら。欲しいものは何だってあげたいわ。だって、私はエトが好きだから。
おお、麗しのシャルルよ。私の妻となるシャルル、どうかこの愛を受け取ってほしい。
村の外れから白馬に乗った貴族フレッドがやってきました。シャルルの返事を聞くためです。
シャルル、そなたの返事はもちろんイエスだろうな。
いくらフレッド伯爵に言い寄られてもシャルルはエトのことが好き。しかしそのことがうまく言えません。私はあなたの妻にはなりません。
ガッカー！ホワイ！なぜ？
私はエトの世話をしなくてはならないからです。このやりとりをこっそり聞いていたエト少年はショックを受けました。
No, I can't believe you turned down a marriage proposal because of me. I don't want her to. I want Charlie to be happy. As Santa-san, please let Charlie be happy. Let me be a burden upon her no more. Let me burden her no more.
そう願わずにはいられないエト少年なのでした。やがて村は一面雪に覆われ、みんなが待ちに待ったクリスマスです。
Merry Christmas! Merry
行
Christmas!
き交う人はみんな楽しそうです。なのにエト少年だけは楽しくありません。
Okay, I'm trying not to ramble on, but he's got a default smiling face though.
エト、どうして私を避けるの？
I'm not avoiding you.
嘘。私と一緒に買い物に行ってくれないし、水汲みにも行ってくれないじゃない。
I can do everything by myself. See what I mean, man? If I was actually doing this live, man, it would be so awkward. I don't need your help anymore. I can do everything by myself.
エト、
Therefore, just leave me alone.
言ってしまった。私は、エトに嫌われてしまったの？どうして、こんなにもエトのことが。クリスマスイブのその夜、シャルルはサンタクロースとして村の一軒一軒を回っていました。この子のプレゼントは大きなクマのぬいぐるみ。マゼリカマジョリカ、我の願いを聞きたまえ。この子に大きなクマのぬいぐるみを与えたまえ。シャルルが魔法の呪文を唱えます。するとどうでしょう。寝ている子供の枕元に大きなクマのぬいぐるみが現れました。来年もいい子でいてね。さあ、次のお家は。やがて、しらじらと夜が明ける頃、シャルルは最後のお家を訪ねました。そう、自分のお家で眠っているエト少年のところです。エト、私のこと嫌いになったんじゃないよね。私はエトのことがさあ、エトにプレゼントをしなくちゃ。エトは何が欲しいのかな？
Dear Santa-san, I love Charlie more than anyone. However, because I'm blind, I've become a burden to her. Because of me, Charlie turned down a marriage proposal. Santa-san, please make me disappear. Make me disappear so Charlie can be happy. That's the present I want.
エト、どうしてそんなこと思っていただなんて。エトがそんなことを。シャルルの頬を涙が伝います。エトが消えたら私は不幸になるんだよ。エトがいないと私は幸せになんかなれないんだよ。シャルルは静かに泣きました。やがてその涙はエトのまぶたの上に落ちます。
Santa-san?
エトが目を覚ましたようです。こんばんは、エト。
Good evening, Santa-san. Did you read the letter I wrote about the present I want? I love everyone in this family. I especially love Charlie. Charlie did everything for me, that's why I want her to be happy. I don't want to be a burden to her. So please, Santa-san, the present I want is for you to make me disappear. And for Charlie to be happy forever.
残念だけど、エトへのプレゼントはないんだよ。
Why?
だって、プレゼントをあげたら、シャルルの大切なエトが消えてしまうから。そんな魔法、使えないよ。
Santa-san.
エト、彼女はあなたのことが好き。重荷なんて、そんなこと思ってない。縁談を断ったのも、あなたが好きだから、エトのそばを離れたくないから。だから、お願いだから、そんなプレゼントが欲しいなんて、願わないで。
Santa-san? Are you crying?
エト少年は気づきません。自分も泣いていることを。私も泣いているけど。違う。これはエトの涙。
Your sad feelings came across to me and I'm crying, right?
エトの悲しい気持ちが私の中にも入ってきてるのよ。エトとシャルルは抱き合いました。その時、
It's bright, very bright, but it's such a warm light. I can see. I can see your face, Charlie.
奇跡が起こりました。エト少年の目が見えるようになったのです。
I can see your face, Charlie.
よかった。二人は再び強く抱きしめ合いました。エトとシャルルの互いに相手を思う気持ちがクリスマスに奇跡を起こしたのです。シャルルはエトに言います。私の幸せはもう手に入ったのよ、と。
When we came out for the curtain call, we heard a warm applause from the audience. You know, it really is quite thin to record and upload this on Christmas then, isn't it? I was trying not to ramble on at all for that, but I did a few times anyway. I was trying to, focus. Just let it play out properly. Anzu was applauding from the wing. Her applause made me happy more than anything. Coco and I, who played the main characters, Charles and Eto, stood at the corner of our classmates and bowed deeply. The sound crew played background music for our bows. Bows, I mean. That triggered the applause to grow even louder. Coco beckoned at Anzu as we had arranged. Anzu came out bashfully and stood in the middle of the cast. She's a pretty good actor. The applause turned into claps, keeping time with the background music. Maybe it wasn't a masterpiece, maybe our acting wasn't perfect, especially mine, but it wasn't that bad at least. Maybe it was more of when I screwed up my lines once or twice, but still, it wasn't that bad, was it? I don't know. However, the feelings Anzu put into the script touched us in the cast as well as the audience.
本日はどうもありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
Arigato gozaimashita and all that. With Anzu's cue, Coco and I bowed and the rest of the cast followed us. The clapping turned into a huge applause and it was an unforgettable curtain call for us.
では本日の人形劇の成功を祝いましてこの超板橋渡が乾杯の温度を取らせていただきます。
He had a very random beard, didn't he, in that play? I didn't comment on it during the time though, because it's like, no, don't freaking get off subject or anything, just let it go smoothly, let it play out. Hey, you are.
だらしゃい俺が取らなくて誰が取るってんだい。
いいから早くしろ。そうだそうだ。
それではお待たせしました。成功を祝して乾杯。
乾杯! We toasted with coffee, soda and whatever soft drinks we had in our hands. One of them was actually alcoholic, but whatever. The puppet show was a big hit, and not just with people from outside the school. The student council and the teachers both had nothing but praise. Tsukunami and I, who always caused problems in the past, actually worked really hard this year, so I could totally understand why they praised so much. Even a pig would climb a tree if you flattered it enough. We were still so excited even after the Christmas party was over, that we ended up having a wrap-up party here at a cafe.
いやー、よしゆきがフォローしてくれなかったら私ダメだったかも。
I don't think so.
私当番表50回くらい見直したのに何度もネトチリしそうになっちゃったもん。
I don't know about that, but your Charles was 5 times better than the rehearsals.
いやー、シャルルじゃなくてシャルって呼んで。二人は結ばれたんだよ。
In the story, right?
いやー、もっと二人は頑張った。私の頑張りには負けるけど。
お前ら最高。
This has turned into a lavish compliments competition. Nothing was wrong with complimenting each other, but it was unproductive. I couldn't see Anzu among us. She was here when we made our toast. I looked around and found Anzu. There you are. Anzu was sitting a little ways away from everyone and looking out through the window. She had turned around to look slowly when she noticed me. What are you doing? Posing for a freaking CG, of course. What does it look like to you?
ちょっとね、一息つこうと思って。
The guest of honor shouldn't lead the party.
主役はあなたでしょ。
Anzu smiled as she let out a sigh. What are you talking about? You're the one who created that story, right?
そうだったかしら。
You know, now that I think about it, they did a puppet show and it was fairly short. Just like that 2000 video thing that I did on my other channel where I like had a short story. That could totally be like done into a puppet show right there. Although it would have a lot of narration kind of thing and would only really need maybe 2 or 3 puppets at most, really. I sat next to Anzu and leaned back. Thanks to your story, we worked as one and the audience was moved. You should know that.
私の物語じゃない。
I mean, you should know that. I thought there was gonna be a bit more to it after that, so I said it in like, I don't know. Eh?
あれはみんなの物語。私たちみんなの。ね。それ。
Well, I guess you could say that. Actually, that makes me happy.
でしょ。あの話は私一人じゃ書ききれなかった。みんなを思い描きながら書いたの。
That sounds so sappy.
自分でも柄にもないって思うけどね。
Anzu exhaled as she mocked herself. If she really thought of everyone when she was writing it, then she had a warm side to her, although she usually acted with such a cool demeanor. That made me feel happy.
無理に主役をやらせたみたいで悪かったわね。
Why?
最初は嫌がってたじゃない。
Well, yeah, at the beginning, but I'm glad I did it. I appreciate you for that.
そのセリフ臭い。
Didn't it? But I realized. Play a role means getting so close to the writer's heart. When I was saying the lines as Eto, I think I was the closest person to your heart. Anzu went silent and then looked away.
さすがにそれは臭すぎるわ。
She mumbled. At that moment...
雪。
Snowflakes started falling from the sky. Oh, how fitting, isn't it? Anzu and I looked up from the window at the same time.
ホワイトクリスマスね。
I
い
know.
くらなんでもできすぎ。
It's like, oh, they always gotta have it like snow on Christmas Eve or Christmas. Doesn't quite work that way in real life. Well, it does sometimes, but usually I'd like half expect it to just be cloudy and windy on Christmas. It's just like, hey, just because it's Christmas doesn't mean the weather's gonna be like, okay, we'll give you a bit of a break. Let's let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, and all that for you. You're just like, fuck you, we're just gonna be windy. You're right. Today is Christmas Eve. No, it's not. It's Christmas Day. Well, it's the early hours of the morning as I'm recording, but still.
また忘れてたの？
I was so into the puppet show.
クリスマスを題材にした脚本だったのに。
You're right. Sorry.
よしゆき、
Anzu turned towards me.
メリークリスマス。
A rare smile. Merry Christmas. When I saw Anzu smile, I felt my heart throb like it was going to explode. All this makes this all the more fitting to have this recorded and uploaded for Christmas Day itself, doesn't it? As snow falls down, much for everybody content.
はしゃぎな声に紛れた眩しい君の眼差しを独り占めしてしまいたいなんていつしか思い始めてた誰もが息を弾ませ描く時間のパレード
Those Christmas lights or what? Mistress smiles all around. Skis. Skiing trip again. But with a different take on it. Man, that crying face was ridiculous. He has no face. Hey, that would make him the same as the protagonist from, what was it again? Go Nippon, yes. Except the difference is he does actually have a face, but it just didn't show it in that one CG that went by. Unlike the one in Go Nippon, where he never has a face. He just looks like, what's his face? Kind of funny to say that. The Winter Holidays from Kim Possible, I forget his name. Wow, you skip Christmas, man. You're just like, oh, it's Christmas, and I freaking tell you I told you before, it's just like, with Japan, it's just like, oh, Christmas Eve, we'll have like special focus on that. Then we'll kind of skip over Christmas entirely and get to like nearly the New Year, pretty much. It's just like, what the hell's up with that?